Here now with more. Fox News White House senior correspondent Peter Doocy is with us. Mr. Doocy, sir, you know, you've taken a lot of heat in that press room often. You've been willing to go there and ask questions about this sensitive topic. How have you been treated?
Well, look, we have seen instances where the president has misspoken, including over the last couple months when he was at a campaign fundraiser away from cameras and he was dropping the names of European leaders who have long been dead as people that he talked to as president. And when I asked about that in here, I was told it is a conspiracy theory. That continued, especially over the last few weeks, when we were told by officials, White House officials in this room, that any clip that appears to show President Biden having lost a step or freezing or saying the wrong thing is a cheap fake. But the solution would be for anybody curious about him who wants to form an opinion about the president just to watch an unedited Biden event. Well, a lot of people don't tune in until there is something like a presidential debate, and they got to see a full unedited event. It is completely unclear that their opinions were changed the way that the White House wanted them to be. And when you look today, the day after the debate, where there were a lot of awkward silences while the president was speaking haltingly at times, he and his campaign are the ones who asked for no studio audience. Today, it looked like he was feeding off the crowd, or at the very least, if there's a pause, the crowd is filling in the silence with cheers or with a 4 more years chant or something. They are the ones who set the ground rules for last night. And you look everywhere. I've spent the whole day in the White House booth looking for Democrats to say or explain why they think maybe he had a good night last night. And you can't find it. I spent all day. And then once Barack Obama describes it as a bad debate night, it's kind of over. Nobody is going to go over Barack Obama's head and say, oh, no, he's wrong. Barack Obama is wrong, the leader of the party. Here's why he's wrong. It's just not going to happen.
You know, the thing is, when they brought up the whole cheap fake video thing, it was amazing because we went back and we were very careful. I often reach out to the White House and Karine Jean-Pierre in her office, and we try to get comment. I don't know, is it something that maybe I said or maybe I did, Peter? Because they never get back to us, ever.
That I don't know. But what I can tell you is there is no plan. We talked to campaign people. There is no plan for President Biden to drop out. I know that last night, Democrats in particular were hysterical about their election chances tanking. No plan for him to drop out. And they say, despite how things went last night, nobody that helped with the 7 days of debate prep is going to get fired. And they say that President Biden will show up in September to debate Trump again.
Peter Doocy, thank you. Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.